When you need news now, 1230 WBCT. The following views are those of the host and not those of Clear Channel Broadcasting licenses. Greetings, South Florida. It's time for the Night and Day Show with Alan Knight and Bridget Day. The next hour is unrehearsed, the calls are unscreened, and the subjects are unpredictable. But it will be undoubtedly entertaining and unlikely to offend anyone. Or maybe not. Stick around and find out with your hosts, Alan Knight and Bridget Day.
Night and day.
Not singing in the microphone. What did you say? Is that a word? I know we're on the air. She doesn't. I know we're on the air. She doesn't know that.
I told you.
So she was worried.
Let me know
She
when
goes.
we're on the air.
It's like school children. Do I have to take my gum out before we're on the air?
I don't want to. I don't.
Oh, you have that on camera.
Schmutz.
Shabbat shalom.
Schmutz.
Baruch atah.
Oh, you do that well.
2
You got
years
that
of
done.
2 years. Yes, well, I'm Jewish. Welcome to the program. It's 7 minutes after the hour on a Thursday. You are live on the Night and Day Show. I'm Alan Knight.
I'm Bridget Day.
Together we are Night and Day. All right. Along with us for the ride is Mama Lynn Cody in Master Control. Hello, Mama Lynn Cody.
Hi, good evening.
Okay, she's ready with all the right buttons.
That was a perfectly good piece of gum. I put it in too late.
You know when we're on. We're on 1 hour a week with a replay on Tuesdays at 8 o'clock.
Save it for later.
As a bonus.
I have it in my wrapper. It'll probably stick. No, I don't like to do that.
The other person that's chiming in that we met on the outside of the building trying to get in today is
vagrants.
Yes, we'll go into that in a second. But it's the folks who make AMP2.TV possible, and we are live on the internet. AMP2.TV is the company. Freddie and Linda Santori.
What is the website?
Our website. Been doing this for more than a couple weeks.
No, because you never pronounce where they can see your show.
Oh, that is a good point.
Yeah, we should. Let's do it at the beginning.
RadioNightandday.com. RadioNightandday.com, and night is spelled with a K.
With a K, which
you can
means knight.
go to our one-page website. Scroll down, you'll see a screen.
Yes.
And do you have to click on anything there? Click on the screen? It's right there.
We're right
in
there.
In living color.
Yes.
And the person as big as the peacock is me, and the one who looks like Slim Gumby is Bridget.
No, that's...
We're practicing for when we get back from vacation, because if you think this show is pathetic, wait till you hear the next two shows. I'm kidding, yeah. I'm joking. Freddie and Linda Santori from AMP2 TV is going to be filling in for us.
What a welcome.
Please, I'm not going to know what you do.
That's right.
I know you are. I know you better than that.
Not when we're in Paris.
He says he's calling in, but we don't need to put that phone call through.
Well, the first hour, but next week we're in Vegas, so that's a 3-hour time frame, 3 hours behind.
Yep.
So we'll have to find out there. And then when we go to Paris, it's 6 hours ahead. Boy, my time clock is good. You think that I'm...
messed up now.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say another word. But if you think that I'm really a really pushy, obnoxious, irritable person, wait till I start going back and forth between all these time zones.
I can hardly wait.
Woohoo! All right. If you just finished your taxes, and you should, there were some crazy tax deductions that I found out from
really?
Yeah, from our crackpot guy who doesn't give a copy of the taxes to us, but he had time to find out extraordinary tax deductions that he was able to give me.
Really?
Who's our tax accountant for the past 10 years?
Say something nice about him before you...
Larry Soror. We have a... Not only is he a good tax guy, all right, but... He's a certified. What's his?
He's a forensic
accountant. That means he charges $100 more. He can go to court and things like that. So as much as he helps us lie, that he can get us out of it.
And what's his middle name? Crackpot?
Larry Soror. He's a great accountant.
He is. He's awesome.
Okay. Anyway. He gave me some extraordinary tax deductions that this is true of what people
that you
use.
Needed?
No, that this is some of the things. Like, for instance, rather than drive 5 to 7 hours to check on this rental condo, to be tied into the daily. What happened was this condo association had to tie their daily commercial flights. They wanted to check the condos across the country, and a couple bought their own plane, and the tax court allowed them to deduct their condo-related trips on the aircraft when they were purchasing.
That's a business expense. I can see that.
Including the cost of the fuel, the depreciation, and the time used for business-related purposes, even though their cost increased their overall rental loss on the condo. So even though, is that a business expense because they were going back and forth?
Yeah, because you spend a lot of time if you drive, and if your condos are far apart from each other, then it makes sense to get a plane.
I don't know. I looked into it. It didn't make a lot of sense. Okay, here's a crazy one. A couple who owned a junkyard were allowed to write off the cost of cat food that they set out to attract the wild cats.
Yeah, because junkyards have rats, and that's kind of a pest control.
That's exactly right. They took care of the snakes and the rats on the property.
I know this stuff.
They should have this out here at Clear Channel. They should put cats all along the program director's offices and find out what they can get. These cats would be filled. I'm telling you.
Have you seen the cats outside this
They
building?
do have 2 cats that we feed.
No, I know I'm in the right
Really? Do
state.
you?
Yeah,
Fat
but then they get raccoons that come and eat the cat food too. So.
Raccoons are nice.
There's so much crap that goes on behind the scenes. I had to use the restroom just now. I knew I was in the right place at WBZT when I knew that there were 2 plungers in the restroom here. There are. Aren't there 2 plungers back there?
Well, they're not in the ladies' room.
Well, no,
Apparently,
I'm sorry.
the men
Why am I
have some
asking
issues.
you?
That makes sense that they would be in the men's room,
Yeah,
doesn't
exactly.
And
it?
neither one of
Yeah.
them work.
That works out.
No, it's just 2 sticks.
A pro bodybuilder used body oil to make his muscles glisten in the lights during competition, and the tax court ruled that he could deduct the cost of the
course.
oil as a business expense.
It is a business. It's
I got to
part
be
of
more
your-
creative with my stuff.
No, it's part of your performance. It's a performance tool.
Well, wait a second. They said that the court did not allow for the buffalo meat and the special vitamin supplements to enhance the strength and muscle development. So why was the oil one business expense but not the other?
Because it's like a costume in a play, the oil.
Is that how it works?
He could probably get his trunks.
And one more from the tax file, as long as taxes are over, but we're not on our Tuesday is the replay. A taxpayer with emphysema put in a pool after his doctor told him to develop an exercise regime, and he swam in it twice a day and improved his breathing capacity. Turns out he swam in the pool more than his family did, and the tax court allowed him to deduct the cost of the pool.
Medical expense.
Medical expenses, correct, because his primary purpose was for medical care.
I should have been an accountant.
Why are we wasting money sending it to Larry Soror, the certified forensic accountant, when you know all these tricks?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I got a question.
Yes.
If I'm a porn star, do I
Okay.
get to write everything off?
Yeah.
No, you're just nuts.
No, I get to. I'm serious.
I think
I'm
you
asking the
should.
accountant over here.
Oh,
Yes.
Can you? What? It's a tool, like a
tool.
pencil.
No, not your tool,
Oh.
but stuff around you, props
Well, okay.
and
The
settings.
costumes, the creams, and all that.
Okay, she's correct, because when I was working for CBS and I had to come up with, back in the day, you had to have books. I always wanted to talk about the artist, what Madonna's real name was, Benny Mardones, things like that. I would buy books and have them set up in the studio so I could look up and give a little tidbit about something, and I wrote those expenses off.
So all that
Headphones, when you buy headphones,
Yeah.
that's an expense as
equipment.
well. Correct. Yes. Any of the equipment that you
Tools.
use. So any prophylactics, you could say that they're written off if you're a porn star.
Yeah, if you use those raincoats.
Okay. For wonderful tax questions, listen to Walter Preby on this station for more further development. He's on here, right? We used to work together, Walter
Yeah,
Preby.
Walter Preby.
Walter Preby and Preby Investment Plans. I used to be his board operator years ago at WFTL.
Wow.
This is where everybody comes to. Oh, he's got a jingle too. Walter Preby. He's got one. We've got our jingle. Walter Preby's
I
got
don't know
his.
how he talks for 3 hours.
Oh, really?
3 hours?
He's got a 3-hour show.
What is he talking about?
Wow.
Business.
Finances.
When is Walter Preby on?
On Sunday,
Sunday.
10
Okay.
to 1.
Doesn't know me anymore. Probably
You should
long
come down here.
forgotten. to say hello?
Show. Yeah.
Anyway, enough wasting time. Let's go on to other parts to waste time.
Did you
have
know
something?
that he has the whole world in his pants?
The hell are you I know that he has the whole world
Taxi
in his
Driver.
hands.
That's
He's got
the song.
whole
That's
world.
one of the songs that people mess up words on. People mess up words on so many songs.
No, wait a second. I sang that song as a kid.
Well, most people sing it. They think it's in his pants.
No, they don't. He's got the whole
It could-
world
in his
hands. Who are you singing with? Drunk people at the local bar?
You ever seen how they drink at the
You
church?
Wait. You think that that's what the words are in that song? That most people mistakenly
Yeah.
say he's got the whole world? No, there could be a parody, a funny version of it.
No.
that says,
That's what.
when I
was
went to
reading-
camp, we had, we welcome you to Camp Sabra. We're mighty glad you're here. We'll fill the air with. Okay, so that was the camp song.
Right.
Then we used to say, we don't welcome you. We used to be changing the
Right.
words. We're not mighty glad you're here. We'll fill your, derriere.
Well, the
we used
other
the
day
word.
we were listening to what was that song? "Blinded by the Light."
Yeah. Oh, rock up like a douche of a roller in the night.
Douche, yeah.
Okay.
And it's actually deuce, which it means a little hot rod car.
Can you find that song? Okay, what is it? Blinded by the light
Yeah.
from the, what is it? The Manfred Mann
Yeah.
band? Okay. And in that particular song,
He sings deuce, which was a popular hot rod.
correct, a car.
And I was singing douche.
Well, oh my
That's who
God.
you were dating at the time.
Well, that's what I thought he was singing.
This is where you're making the correlation between he's got the whole world in his
Well, I'm
pants.
just making a correlation. People missing words.
Yes, there's a
Like Lucky Socks,
Magic
Bonita,
102.7,
that
which is on the
Madonna
dial.
song.
They came up with a commercial with the very fact that what you're talking about, different songs people tried to
Yeah.
start singing in the car. Or was it a car commercial too? That they were singing to the radio,
Right.
and they would always. Everybody does that, but I don't think the whole world in his hands ever were. It doesn't even rhyme. It doesn't
Pants,
even go
pants.
along with it.
Pants sound the same.
Hands and pants sound the same. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're deaf.
It's an easy mistake.
All right. Do you have any other to back up the credibility of this particular story?
Well, like Elton John, "Hold Me Closer, Tiny Dancer." People
Yes.
sing "Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza."
That's ridiculous. That's stupid.
No.
That's what you're coming up with? I've never heard
I
that.
actually heard that.
See?
You're hanging around the same bar she is.
No. I actually heard that in some film bloopers or something.
Oh, okay. No, I've never. Tony Danza. Who? Oh, he was in
boxer,
Taxi.
Taxi, yeah.
Okay, that was a funny show, Taxi.
was.
You can still see that on Me TV.
Yeah.
Okay, what was any more of the ones that
No,
they
like
do?
"Smoke on the Water," "Slow Talking Water."
Mm.
People mess up lyrics.
Okay.
And "Secret Agent Man," "Secret Asian Man,"
Secret Agent Man. Yeah, what about it?
"Secret Asian Man."
Oh, let's offend everybody. No, I've not heard that
There's
particular
all
one.
kinds of things.
Oh, Lord. Okay. If you know what the hell she's talking about, 1-800-889-0267, 1-800-889-0267. I'm looking for stuff that she threw in front of me. She's giving me the weather forecast, not here in South Florida, but for Las
Here we
Vegas.
go.
That's it. Okay. Here we go.
It says douche.
No, it sounds like wrapped up like a douche and roller in the night.
It's deuce.
Yes, what's the actual words? Wrapped up like a
Deuce.
Deuce. Okay. I don't remember that car. I remember the AMC Pacer.
It's a hot rod.
What was the thing? Is that the one where you would slam into it and it would blow up because the tank, the gas tank was...
Oh, that was a Yugo.
No, that wasn't. That wasn't a Yugo. They don't make Yugos either. And I know it wasn't a Chevette because I owned a Chevette when I was a...
Didn't the
Didn't the
Yugos?
Volkswagens have the everything was in
What
the
did
back?
you...
The
No,
engine.
you know what it was? The Pinto. The
Oh,
Pinto.
yeah.
I remember.
Remember, where people died, where you would you would slam on the brakes, somebody would hit behind you or something like that.
A rear end, yeah.
And you get rear-ended, yeah, and you blow up.
I owned a Pinto.
You owned a Pinto?
And you live to talk about
You
it.
Let's
probably
talk about it.
did you have what was that? Remember the cars that used to have the panel on the side?
Or the
The wood paneling?
The woodies.
paneling.
Oh my Lord! Yeah, well, they used to have something out of Vacation with Chevy Chase.
I remember that.
Those are collectors
If
now.
you'd like to reminisce, 1-800-889-0267, 1-800-889-0267. All right, 21 minutes after the hour, we'll go to the phones. It's Bob from California. Hello, Bob. You're on the Night and Day Show.
Oh, let me lower you.
Oh, yeah, you have to turn off the radio, please,
We
because
can't
we're on a
get any
delay
lower.
system. In case she says another word
He
that's...
said he drove a Pinto also.
Who?
Well, my wife had a Pinto.
Okay, that was the one that you'd hit and it blew up.
That's right.
Okay. What's up? What's new? What's exciting?
Are you into trivia?
All the time. Oh,
All the
you know
time.
what? We had one last week, and I don't remember who the person was who won. I'll have to look it up. But it was a multi-trivia last week. We usually have a trivia question each day that I remember, and because I'm 50, I forget everything.
Well, if you had a contest going on, guaranteed I'm the winner.
Okay.
Ah.
Well, here, we already had a winner, but here, let's see. I'll throw the ones out with you. You have a trivia question you want to share?
Who, me?
No, I'm talking to the three people who are standing in line behind you. Yes, you.
Well, okay, seeing I'll jump in front of the line. What's the show? Oh, did you ever watch Wheel of Fortune?
Yes, it's still on.
Yes.
Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Yes.
And who turns the letters?
Vanna White.
And how
That's too
long
easy.
has she been turning?
Oh, she's been doing that.
37
What?
years.
How do you know? You looked it up?
No.
Oh, 30. He says he's throwing a number out of his tail feather.
Okay. Was she the original letter turner?
No.
No. Oh, you know. Wait,
Really?
Freddie from the Freddie Fix-It and the M2.TV. He says no. There was somebody before Vanna White.
Yes.
Okay. Wait a second. That's a good trivia question.
What's her
Who-
name?
I have no clue.
Vanna Black.
How about Vanna Knight?
Betty
Okay,
White.
so
I mean,
Betty White.
Vanna Day. No.
All right, so that's an excellent trivia question. All right, for $25.
But we don't know the answer.
Well, he's going to say it off the air.
He is?
I'm going to put you on hold after we're done talking. You obviously you have the answer, Bob, right?
Obviously, I do because
Okay,
I
there you
happen
go.
to have met her about a week ago
Oh, okay. Are you in what part of California?
outside of L.A.
All right, so where the stars hang out.
No, we were at a memorial.
How do you know she was telling the truth that she did this?
I know the
person?
answer.
This was all old radio people, and old.
Oh, she was a radio person.
Yes.
Oh, then we should. Okay, this is like okay, 10 down and 1 to go. An old radio person. Is she popular? Was she popular back in the day? Would she be a famous person that you would know of?
No.
Unlike Randy Rhoads.
No.
Okay. No. All right. And was she known nationally or just in a certain part of the country?
Well, if Wheel of Fortune was nationally, then she was known nationally.
Okay. Was Pat Sajak always the first
No.
host? Oh, he wasn't either.
There was
Yes, he
somebody
was.
before him. No, there was somebody before him.
Yeah, what was his name?
What was his name?
Chuck Woolley.
Chuck
That's
Woolery?
Right. You're right. You're 100%
Chuck
right.
Woolery was the host of
he
Wheel
was
of
the Gong
I
Show,
like
wasn't
him.
he? The Gong Show?
He did
No,
that too.
he did
that
that's Chuck
too.
Barris.
Oh.
Okay, and
Well, Chuck Woolery was
how much
before
wood would a
Sajak.
woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Not he was the wrong Chuck. Chuck Barris was on the Gong Show. Chuck Woolery
Still love that
was the
show.
guy who did the Love Connection.
Okay.
He had an unfortunate incident in his life that I read that his son died.
I got another question for you. What was the first letter Vanna White turned?
How the hell do you know something like a vowel?
And the winner gets?
Was it a vowel?
No, I'm not going to tell you what it is.
All right, well, so what was the first letter Vanna White turned, and then who was before Vanna White? And it was, I don't remember Chuck Woolery doing that show. He did a lot of other shows. He did a good show.
The reason why you probably don't remember was because before Wheel of Fortune became a nighttime show,
Yes.
it was a daytime show for 7 years.
That's correct.
Oh, okay. So you'd have to watch it like back to back with General Hospital and stuff like that.
If you so desired.
Okay.
Do you remember the day and year it debuted?
debut.
Are you talking to me?
It's been on
Yes.
a long time.
No, I was at a memorial. My
He
wife
happened to
used
meet,
be
didn't you?
in
Listen,
radio.
Oh, and then they would tell you
he
these
happened to
things.
meet the person who did it before Vanna. Now, did you ask her? Because I would have asked. Did she quit?
Yes,
Oh boy, look where Vanna White is today.
because what happened was they knew it was going nighttime, and she didn't want to go nighttime.
So you want to drive at night?
No, she didn't. She quit. No, because she got her either master's or PhD. And she traveled the world doing really good for people, causes, and all that. She was really big on it. She was on all the talk shows for all the causes that she did. And right now,
Wow.
she's still
Okay.
she's in.
And she regrets the day that she stopped
No.
doing.
No, that question I asked, and she said, "Hell no." She produces shows. She lives in Las Vegas. She's very well off, very comfortable.
Wow.
But I'll give you a hint.
Wait a second. I'm getting texts from folks who sponsor our program, Paradise Bank. Mr. Dennis Gavin has text. We didn't give out the email where you can do it. Can you text us as well? I mean, the email is radionightandday@aol.com. Radionightandday@aol.com, and night is spelled with a K. On there, if you radionightandday@aol.com is where you can get
Answer the
our
question.
email, answer the question.
Yes.
If you're the first person who emails with that answer, you will win $25 at Mississippi Sweets, 2 locations to have the best damn barbecue around.
How many people do you think are on Google now?
Oh, to look at it? Well, if they want to, okay, fine. But
That's what
right
we're
now,
doing
I'm
now.
documenting where Dennis Gavin, who is the managing director at Paradise Bank, is listening to the show. We want to say hello to Dennis Gavin for
Hello.
tuning in to the Night and Day show tonight. All right, we're going to put you on hold and get the information to give to Mama Lynn Cody, okay?
Okay.
All right, and then we have to give you a prize or something like that. We'll send you something in the mail.
Okay.
All right, so we'll get your address. Mama Lynn Cody, get Bob from California his address, and we'll send something nice out. Maybe an eyeglass cleaner or something like that. Okay. Thank you. All right, we'll take one more call, and then we'll go to a break. But I know you got to get the information, so we'll put the call on the air, and I'll keep the call on the air while you're getting the information from Bob from California. All right, you're next on the Night and Day show.
Hello.
Hello there. Hi, who's this?
My name is Susan,
Susan, where are you calling from?
Boca Raton, Florida.
Susan from Boca. What's up? What's new? What's exciting? Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Hi, Susan.
What's on your mind?
Gavin from Boca Raton, Florida.
Oh, wait a second. This is
Oh.
he's texting and then he's got his
She's
wife calling. what the hell is
Double
this?
whammy.
All
Yes.
right.
I just finally tuned in, and this is the first time, long time.
First, we've been on for what, 8 months, and
18 years.
and Paradise Bank sponsors the show, and it's the first time they're listening, and we're going out of town for the next 2 weeks.
That's why they're listening.
Oh, my
Finally
God.
got the info, and I just had to call.
Oh,
That's
I'm glad
all.
you did.
Okay. So,
Hi, guys.
hi there.
Well, 2 things.
Yes.
First of all, the car with the wood on the side,
yes, the wood paneling.
the wood paneling. I drove the family Vista Cruiser with the wood on the side.
The Vista
Ah,
Cruiser.
That's
God.
what it's called.
Long station wagon that I had to take my driver's license in a parallel park, and I got it, and I got it that day. And now I'm having flashbacks because my soon-to-be 16-year-old daughter is taking her driving test in 2 weeks. So,
Oh, my
but she
God.
doesn't have a Vista Cruiser.
I was going to say.
I guess what's the first car? Can you still remember, honey, what was the first car that you had?
The first car that I had, I
she's honey,
inherited
too?
was a Bonneville.
A Bonneville?
I had an Alfa Romeo.
No, but I'm saying the first car that I actually drove was the Vista Cruiser with the paneling on the side.
Okay. My first car was, do you remember it was silver with red interior with that fake leather, with that vinyl or pleather, whatever they call that?
Sure.
Oh, I'm trying
Pleather.
to think.
What was the make
is it
of it?
pleather? I'm trying to think of what it was, because then
Come on, Alan.
we'll take a break.
I'm throwing you guys off, aren't I?
Of course. Well, I'm sorry. It's unrehearsed. We don't know where the show is going. Most of the time it's in the toilet, but we got two plungers in the back here at WBZT that we can unclog things. I'm trying to think
don't plunge me.
It was a
but
78.
Can I answer the trivia question?
No, we can't do it on the air. We got to do it by email.
One?
Okay.
Well, we got a couple.
Okay,
What about the date?
Okay.
What date?
The one that we said. What was the first letter she turned?
All right. What was the first letter?
No, that one I don't know.
Well, that's the one you're going to try and guess.
That's the one on the air.
Okay. Yes, the one on the air is what was the first letter that Vanna Light?
Can I take a guess?
Of course.
S is in Susan.
Is it F? Is it S?
No.
S is in Susan.
That is incorrect.
I'm sorry, but
Hit
thank
the bell.
you. Thank you. No, she got it wrong. You don't hit the bell for getting it wrong. Thank you, Thank you, Susan.
All right,
we're up against the break.
Love you guys.
All right.
Hey, you're taking a trip.
Yes, we're going to Vegas next week.
Godspeed.
Vegas and then Paris the following week. Thank you.
No way. Oh, God bless you. Have
Thank
fun.
you.
What do you want them to bring you back from Paris?
I'll give you a list.
We'll do the Paradise Bank commercial first, so you can hear what you're sponsoring the program. All right, thank you. We're going to take a break here on the Night and Day Show. I'm Alan Knight.
I'm Bridget Day.
Together we are Night and Day.
Hi, I'm Broward County Sheriff Al Lamberti. It's a crime if you don't listen to the Night and Day radio show. So for arresting talk, listen to Alan Knight and Bridget Day.
Mississippi Sweets, found in 1991 and owned by Randy Smith, invite you to come on in and taste what homemade barbecue is all about. The down-home recipes include starters like the Brunswick stew, loaded with chicken, potatoes, and vegetables, Mississippi-style dinners, Choctaw catfish, Tupelo chicken, and of course, half racks and whole racks of ribs. Dinners come with your choice of two sides, such as coleslaw, homemade cornbread, or their famous thin-sliced and fried sweet potatoes, affectionately called Mississippi Sweets. So come on down and check out the best barbecue in Boca and beyond. With two locations to find that famous sauce, 2399 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton, right across the street from Paradise Bank, and their number is 561-394-6779. That's 561-394-6779. And also 9859 Lake Worth Road on the northeast corner of Lake Worth Road and U.S. Highway 441 in Wellington. You may contact the Wellington location with 561-642-4748. Again, that's 561-642-4748, and both locations are open 7 days a week. Mississippi Sweets, the best barbecue in Boca and beyond.
The following could be based upon actual events.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs, and each wanted to get a mortgage to build a house. The first little pig, well, he was blown down by inflated balloon mortgage payments.
The second little pig, he had his share of troubles.
He went to a poorly rated financial institution and got some bad advice, and the sticks came tumbling down.
Now the third little pig, an entire different story.
This little pig went to Paradise Bank. He was a real ham and happily living in his beautiful new home. Don't worry, his 2 brothers moved in with him as well.
For your fable to come true, call Paradise Bank, 561-392-5444. 561-392-5444. Paradise Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
You're listening to Night and Day with Alan Knight and Bridget Day. And if you'd like to take part, just dial in to 1-800-889-0267. That's 1-800-889-0267 with your opinions or your comments on tonight's subjects, questions, or just to sing a song. Maybe not. And speaking of maybe not, here's Alan Knight and Bridget Day.
Hi-ho, hi-ho. It's back to the show we go. And Mama Lynn Cody in Master Control, thank you so much. And we have AMP2.TV with us, Freddie and Linda Santori, because next week on your radio dial, come Thursday at 7 o'clock, you will have Freddie and Linda filling in for us. Yes. And then the following week while we're in Europe. So don't think because the cat's away, the mice will play. We've got our eyes on you in the other room. Mama Lynn Cody in Master Control is going to make sure she gets her whip out and that you're going to take good care of things. What's that? Oh, yeah,
Are you
high
coming
heels.
dressed that way?
Interesting.
Oh, Lord.
Wow, the show's taking off and a week to go.
All right, so the questions, if you want to get involved off the air, Radio Night and Day at AOL.com is our email. Radio Night and Day at AOL.com. If you know who was the first person who started turning letters on the Wheel of Fortune, and it was not Vanna White. And then also, what was the letter? If you want to call in on the air, it's okay too. Vanna White turned what letter first? This started it all, and she's made, can you imagine? People are working their ass off out there. Many different kind of professions. And this all, she doesn't even turn the letter anymore. She just touches it. It lights up. A monkey could do that. That's what most of the people in the programming director office do. But you just touch it, and it lights up. The letter.
She has to look fabulous, and she has to walk
Well, wait,
back and
that's the
forth.
sponsors.
And then she's got to think about what to wear.
Yes.
Yeah, well, she has turned it into something.
did.
She's turned the letters, but she has
Such
made
a
it. Just like that
problem.
guy, Alan at Paradise Bank, where he's a great concierge, and he's able to own that position and work it. Work his
yeah.
magic.
Well,
the
he
same
doesn't
thing
do
with
anything
Vanna
all
White.
day.
No, of course. He's in charge of the coffee, the water, the soda, and takes a direction from Dennis Gavin, right?
And looks pretty.
Oh, is that it? Mm-hmm. But imagine, she has made a big name for herself. Now, I heard in an interview that Pat Sajak got a little jealous of Vanna White, that she was getting more than, he's supposed to be the host, and she's just the letter turner, but more people would recognize her and would respond to her and letters and things like that than Pat Sajak.
Did you know she was in a movie?
Vanna White?
It was called Vanna Speaks.
Was it a hit?
Oh, it was terrible.
It was a bomb.
It was horrible.
Yeah, she
Okay.
was some kind
Absolutely.
of statue that turned to life or
Yeah,
something.
she was like a mannequin that came to life.
like a goddess statue.
Wait a second. The Good Mannequin show movie was one star. Was with who is it? Andrew McCarthy.
That was good movie.
Okay, please. It's a one star, but it's a
That
classic.
was with the girl
Mannequin?
that likes...
Mannequin.
Yeah, Mannequin.
I saw her
Correct.
yesterday.
Yeah, it still runs on all the
How
Sunday
often
afternoon.
does she actually speak on Wheel of Fortune? That just goes to tell you how stupid she is.
But
because
it's
they do
a
not
cult
ever have her
phenomenon.
speak.
She owns it,
She
baby.
doesn't need to speak.
There you go.
How much money does Vanna
All right,
White?
you know what? Did you ever see a show called High Rollers? And it was about you roll the dice, and whatever the number is, they would have the numbers 1 through 12 on the board. And if you rolled a 7, you could pick the number 7, or you would pick the 4 and the 3, or the 6 and the 1, and then you keep rolling until you get all of them. Now, if you get repeats, you get like 3 strikes or whatever. Who was the host of High Rollers back in the 70s? He's still around today hosting another show.
I have no idea.
No? How many?
what you're
This goes
talking
back.
about.
If you're my age, 50, it had to go back, to the 70s. And it was on, I don't know how many seasons it lasted. And he was starting out being a game show host.
I never watched a lot of game shows.
No, I loved game shows. Game shows, that's part of Americana. Are you kidding me?
Nah.
How about
Not for me.
remember the show Concentration?
That I liked.
But I picked one out of the blue. Thank God that I know my honey. That you pick.
'Cause it's
You got to
pictures.
match something. Yeah, because there's no words.
That could be Vanna White.
There was speaking of Chuck Woolery from before. It was on the Game Show Network that you would have to guess 5-letter words or something like that, 4-letter words, and it's not Scrabble. Anybody know what the show that Chuck Woolery hosts? It's a cool show, and you would have to guess and fill in the blanks of the 4 or 5-letter words. You know what that show's? 1-800-889-0267. Help the host while
High,
he has
high
this.
rollers, I know.
High rollers, you
14
do.
years, 74 to 88.
It was
Alex
from
Trebek.
Alex Trebek is correct. Thank you
I
for
remember
blowing
showing
my
that.
thunder. Alex Trebek, a very
But
young.
you asked the question.
Okay, so you're going to blurt it out right on.
Yeah, well, it's not a trivia question.
Well, I guess we should have that. 1-800-889-0267. 1-800-889-0267. And yes, Alex Trebek was the host of High Rollers back in the 70s. What year again?
74 to 88.
74. Oh, so it lasted longer than I thought. 74 to 88. And then, of course, now he's... Okay, who was the host of Jeopardy before Alex Trebek? That's an easy one. Come on.
That I don't know.
And of course, the famous
Wasn't Jeopardy
announcement.
on that during that time? It wasn't on
In the
88.
olden days, Jeopardy's been on. Yeah, Merv
I know,
Griffin
that's-
Productions. Are you kidding me?
I know, that's why I thought it was.
Oh, somebody's calling. Must be the wrong number. 1-800-889-0267 on the Night and Day Show. 20 minutes before 8 o'clock. Yes, honey?
Who's the first host of the dating show?
Which? Wait, the dating game?
That's it.
That works too.
I gotta guess the name of the show. And the first host, God, I can picture him now. Short black hair. I don't know. Who was it?
I don't know. I'm asking a question.
You have to have the answer.
I'm asking
Don't leave us hanging. Who was the first host of the dating game?
I'm asking who was the first host.
I can picture it. I'll think of it before. All right, let's just go to the phone there. Jimmy, hello. You're on the Night and Day Show. Hi there.
How are you guys?
Hi there. Where are you calling from, Jimmy?
Beach Gardens.
Where?
Palm Beach Gardens.
Palm Beach Gardens. Okay. What piqued your interest to pick up the phone to call?
What's the first answer you want? Art Fleming was the first host.
Art Fleming. Okay, Art Fleming. That is correct. Before.
Wasn't he at 007?
No, that's Ian Fleming.
Ian Fleming, right.
Lord have Art Fleming.
Whoa.
How old are you, Jimmy?
50.
50. Okay, he's the same age as I am.
Okay.
All right. And the other one was,
you got?
do you know what was the first letter that Vanna White turned? The first letter. Just take a shot. What do you say?
For Vanna White.
V for Vanna? No, I'm sorry. That's just the bonus question if you want to call in to get
That was a good
shot
guess,
in.
though.
Is this the first time you call on the show, Jimmy?
Yeah, but what the other questions you had, by the way?
Oh, well, we had a couple from last week, but we had a winner already. But let's see.
The host.
And I have to give the answer. Oh, no, we haven't done the host. Chuck Woolery hosted the show.
Wheel of Fortune.
Scrabble. It was Scrabble.
It was called Scrabble?
Oh, Scrabble.
Yep.
Okay. Where you had to guess 5-letter words and fill in. That's still around.
Give you one letter in. By the way, we'll be back in 2 and 2. What was the other one?
Oh, when he said we'll be back in 2 and 2. The Love Connection. Yes. You got to get a better phone. Who do you have? AT&T?
Hey, who's sponsoring the show?
Paradise
AT&T?
Bank and Mississippi Suites, not AT&T. I wouldn't take AT&T's money on principle because Bridget wouldn't allow me. You won't.
No.
We have, because Bridget and I are going to be getting married this year, and she goes, no, we're not having an AT&T phone.
You can send it to me. I'll take it.
By the way, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. What do you do for a living, Jimmy, if we may ask?
All right. We're going to golf course. I'm actually a country club caddy.
Oh, you're a caddy.
Oh, cool.
A country club caddy. That means you make some big money there.
Nice.
Oh.
In a perfect world, yes.
Okay.
And it's not a perfect world, is it?
No. Hey,
couple of weeks left, and then I got to head back up north.
Oh, okay. Snowbird. Where do you live? What state? New York? New Jersey?
Yeah, New York.
New York, of course. This is the 5th borough. No, but thank you for calling in out of the blue for tonight. I appreciate it very much. And hopefully when you're around again, make sure to try to get in. The trivia question is outstanding on the email at radionightandday@AOL.com. radionightandday@AOL.com. Who was the first host or turned...
Susie, Kathy Lee Gifford.
No, you know who you're thinking of on the Kathy Lee Gifford one?
Oh, Name That Tune.
Name That Tune, correct.
There you go.
Name That. You know how? You ever seen Name That Tune, hon?
Yes.
All right.
I like
where
that.
you had, I will name that tune in 6 notes. Well, they had the singer who would do something as well, or hum it or something like that. It was Kathy Lee Gifford who did that.
Oh, was it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, not many people knew that. Well, you know your trivia. One time, we should have a trivia panel one day.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Cool. Yeah.
I'd like to be part of it. By the way, the other one is Susan Stafford.
He got it. But we had to do it by email, but he got it.
Yeah,
well, you know what? Put him on hold. What we'll do is we'll give you we'll send something out to you, a gift certificate to Mississippi Suites as well. As long as put him on hold, and then you can use it the next time you're in South Florida. You come down every year, right?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, put him on hold. We'll send you something just for taking the time to call in. Our virgin caller of the day.
Thank you, guys. I enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right.
Now I got
person
something really
across.
eerie for you.
Eerie.
Eerie.
Okay, the answer was Susan Stafford. Susan Stafford. But we will also give the prize to the first person who emailed as well.
Okay.
Yes. we wanna
Bridget
be
asked a
fair.
question. What was
Okay.
the original host of the dating game? He just died. February 27th, he died.
Of this year.
Yeah.
Who was it?
Jim Lang.
Jim Lang
Remember
just
Jim
died?
Lang?
Yeah.
Oh,
He just died. He was 81.
Jim Lang.
I used
Is
to
that
like the
was that
dating game.
the last person who did? No, not the dating game. I'm thinking of the newlywed game.
She said the dating.
She said the
said the
dating.
dating
Okay, where you give a kiss when you
Yes.
when you say
Yeah.
mwah. Okay, I remember Jim Lang, but I'm thinking who was the host of the newlywed game?
We can get that.
All right, who was that one?
I don't know.
That's who I was thinking
I can
of.
picture him, but I'm not
The
good
guy with the black
names.
hair.
Yes. Okay, who was the host of Let's Make a Deal before the guy who's now? Let's Make a Deal, the original
it
host
Casey
of Let's
Kasem?
Make. No, not Casey Kasem.
No, the guy with the black hair with the long microphone.
Yes, they used to have a microphone that looked like a sperm. Yes, like 1-800-889-0267. 1-800-889-0267. You're listening to the Night and Day Show. I'm Alan Knight.
And Bridget Day.
Together we're Night and Day. And here's something. The Blind Side star determined to lose weight after being booted from a flight. Did you ever remember the movie Blind Side?
Oh, Michael Orr?
Mike, well, not.
He's a football
no,
player.
Not the real, the actor who played Michael Orr in the movie. All right, how big he is. Yes, this goes back a couple of weeks ago. I just found it in a file here. And we'll talk about that in just a second. We'll take a break, come back with your calls at 1-800-889-0267 on the Night and Day Show.
Hi, my name is Dylan. Hi, my name is Dalton. I am 7. I am 5. And we listen to the 9-Day radio show. It's better than cartoons.
The following could be based upon actual events.
Once upon a time, there were 3 little pigs, and each wanted to get a mortgage to build a house. The first little pig, well, he was blown down by inflated balloon mortgage payments.
The second little pig, he had his share of troubles.
He went to a poorly rated financial institution and got some bad advice, and the sticks came tumbling down.
Now the third little pig, an entire different story.
This little pig went to Paradise Bank. He was a real ham and happily living in his beautiful new home. Don't worry, his 2 brothers moved in with him as well.
For your fable to come true, call Paradise Bank, 561-392-5444. 561-392-5444. Paradise Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Mississippi Sweets, found in 1991 and owned by Randy Smith, invite you to come on in and taste what homemade barbecue is all about. The down-home recipes include starters like the Brunswick stew, loaded with chicken, potatoes, and vegetables. Mississippi-style dinners, Choctaw catfish, Tupelo chicken, and of course, half racks and whole racks of ribs. Dinners come with your choice of 2 sides, such as coleslaw, homemade cornbread, or their famous thin sliced and fried sweet potatoes, affectionately called Mississippi Sweets. So come on down and check out the best barbecue in Boca and beyond. With 2 locations to find that famous sauce, 2399 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton, right across the street from Paradise Bank. And their number is 561-394-6779. That's 561-394-6779. And also 9859 Lake Worth Road on the northeast corner of Lake Worth Road and U.S. Highway 441 in Wellington. You may contact the Wellington location with 561-642-4748. Again, that's 561-642-4748. And both locations are open 7 days a week. Mississippi Sweets, the best barbecue in Boca and beyond.
Welcome to Alan Knight and Bridget Day on your dial. It's Talk Radio at its best. Here we go. We know all the latest trends and happenings. Don't look no further. All you need to know and where to go. There's no other. Talking about Alan Knight and Bridget Day on your dial. It's Talk Radio at its best.
There are talk shows, and then there are talk shows. But this talk show is as different as night and day. In fact, it is night and day. And to be a part of it, call toll-free 1-800-889-0267. Now back to Alan Knight and Bridget Day.
We be back. We were talking off the air, and The Amazing Race is technically a game show, but not lately, because they have all these celebrity folks, like
The Amazing Race has celebrities?
Every once in a while they do. Not those two cowboys and some of the... Don't they have the two basketball players and stuff like that?
Oh, I don't know.
And the Celebrity Apprentice. Come on, go back to the regular people. Those celebrity people on Celebrity Apprentice were celebrities how many years ago?
Yeah.
Now, I never was. Those are...
Dancing with the Stars aren't really stars.
Some of them are, aren't they?
They are.
They're better than the ones who are on Celebrity Apprentice. When was the last time you saw Hulk? Not Hulk Hogan, but Lou Ferrigno in anything? And
he did a diving thing. There was the big splash. It was where they had to dive.
They did? Mm-hmm. Okay, the star. The Blind Side star determined to lose weight after being booted from a flight. One of the stars of The Blind Side determined to lose weight after he was booted from a U.S. Airways flight for taking up too much room. Quentin Aaron, his size was an asset to playing Michael Orr in the movie. And he called the incident on the plane a humiliating experience. Remember, I had a similar experience, honey, going on Spirit. That's why I never fly again. They told me to get on the other side of the plane.
He said he usually does buy 2 seats, but it wasn't available that day.
Right.
And that's why he only had 1 seat, and he was hoping no one was going to be sitting next to him, but the poor guy.
Oh. All right, somebody has an answer. Okay, we'll go to the line. Bob. This isn't Bob again from California, is it?
No, this is Bob from Fort Lauderdale.
Oh, Bob from Fort Lauderdale. Okay. Another first-time caller?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for listening to the Night and Day Show. Get that name right, Night and Day. Bob from Fort Lauderdale, you have an answer to one of the trivia questions?
Yes. The Newlywed Game, his name is Bob also. It's Bob Eubanks.
Bob Eubanks. He's right. Bob Eubanks. Okay. You got that right. All right. Are you a fan of game shows?
In the past, not present. The old time with the dating game and all that, I remember all
Those
that.
are classic ones, please. Yes. The ones today aren't. They're more like the Survivor type thing. It's more in depth.
You got that right.
No,
reality
the other ones.
TV.
What's that?
The reality TV.
Correct. Yeah. I would put that in the reality. It may be a reality game show, but yet it's not the classic game show as in the genre of Jeopardy and things like that, or the Wheel of Fortune. Those are focused in on the game, and technically it's reality because they're people, the everyday people who have the IQ above 4. Nobody in radio per se, but that's a little bit different, that setting, rather than the reality game shows as in Survivor and things like that.
Yes.
What was your favorite one of... Wait, how old are you there, Bob?
57.
57. So in our age group. Mm-hmm. And what was your favorite game show?
Let's Make a Deal.
Okay.
Oh, that's fun.
Who's the guy who does that now? He was in... He was on another show, a black gentleman, and I can't remember his name. He's a comedian. But I did like Monty Hall. That dates me. Hey, we're on AM, so we're going to have an older skew listening audience.
What happened to that new game show that you liked that got off the air where the girls open up suitcases of money?
Oh, with, what was that? They have... Deal or No Deal.
That's it.
That was a great show.
That was good.
Everybody liked that. What happened to it?
Howie Mandel always has his hand on something like that. No, he doesn't, because he doesn't like to touch anybody.
Yeah, he's a maniac.
Germaphobe.
Germaphobe, yes. But he's got another show that's coming out. There was a show for about a week to 2 weeks that you had to trust somebody. It was, I don't know, remember the show, and it was a Howie Mandel produced show where he was the host, and you had to, what you would do is you would face this other person, and you would either say yes, no, maybe, or something like that. If you said both say yes, you both get all the prizes. If you both say no or something, you lose all the prizes. Or if one says yes and one says no,
that didn't last.
Then
that show.
No, it only lasted a week. Or if somebody knows that's something I want to remember. It was a show. It didn't last that long. And then what was the one where you had to do stunts or things like that? Minute to win it. Did you see that show, Bob?
Yeah, I remember that one. That was a good one, too.
Okay, Minute to Win It. That lasted for a while. But yeah, they have to come up with some good game shows.
Yeah, they're not as creative as they were years ago.
Exactly. And then some of
But
the...
you know what? You know what was a good... Mark Griffin did a lot of those game shows. He was very creative.
Well, he backs the big
He
ones.
did Bad or White.
Yes.
Bad or White show. He did that one.
Jeopardy. Oh, that's still... Since you called in, you can take a shot. What was the first letter that Vanna White turned?
Yeah, I don't know that one.
Take a guess. If you guess it right, you win.
Oh, my God. A?
A? That's what I guessed off the air. No. Thank you, though.
Oh.
But we appreciate you calling in tonight.
Yeah,
thank you for participating,
Thank you.
Bob. Did you happen to catch our show by accident, or what? Do you listen
No,
to
I
BZ?
heard you once before, and I really like it. But I get it on here now. It's 8 o'clock in the evening, so I was out and about, and I said, let me see what's up on the station. And I said, oh, yeah, Night and Day. That's a good one.
Thank you. Yeah, less than
thank you.
1% of the people call in. We appreciate you taking the time to call in tonight. What, honey?
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh, hold on. Bridget says, because you're a good caller, and we've got a gift certificate, we have a wonderful sponsor, Mississippi Sweets. Would you like to, well, wait a second.
You win.
We're going to give you one just for taking the time out, okay?
Thank you.
Just for
That's great.
It's $25 to spend at Mississippi Sweets, and it's a good thing you reminded me, honey. Mississippi Sweets, he has got one in Lake Worth, Randy Smith, who's the owner. He has one in Lake Worth, and he has one in Boca. He's going to open... He's going to open up another one. He just told me at the beginning of the week, and I forgot. He's going to open up one on the beach in Deerfield.
Nice.
Oh,
yeah, and we're going to have to do a remote there.
the Night and Day show.
Amp2.tv.
Absolutely.
We're going to have a remote when he opens up at that
Great.
location.
That's
All right,
right.
thank
That's
you.
right.
Hang on, we'll get your address.
Yeah, let me put you on hold. Mama Lynn Cody and Master. Boy, Mama Lynn Cody's earning her keep tonight because she's not only has to push the buttons, but she has to take notes.
Wayne Brady is the name of the new guy.
Wayne Brady is that one. Thank you for participating, Bob. We'll put you on hold. But yeah, Wayne Brady, Monty Hall.
Oh, I
Monty
like
Hall
him.
has to be dead.
He's very talented.
Wayne Brady.
Yes.
He's very funny.
He sings and he was on...
He was on the Drew Carey show.
Oh, that's
Whose line
why.
is it anyway? He's a star.
Yeah, I
wait,
really
was that
like
the
him.
one you had to
Yes,
ad lib?
he
They would give you a
ad-libbed.
topic or something like that.
Yeah,
And
he
do a
was
little
great.
skit.
He's very
Yeah, that
talented.
was funny.
We should have him on the show.
Yeah,
All
we
right.
should.
Wow. Well, if you're the first person who emails the information, the one that we didn't get was the first letter of what Vanna White
White's
turned. Good question. Good question. Thanks to Freddie and Linda Santori from amp2.tv who supplied that. Of course, RadioNightandDay.com is where you could have watched us as well. Can you see old videos there or not
Yes.
yet? You can?
Yes.
It is archived?
Well,
I don't know.
There's a new website that you have made. I don't know what the deal is.
Nightandday.com. Maybe on YouTube you can
Yeah,
check
I
a
can
couple
put 'em on
things.
YouTube.
All right, RadioNightandDay.com. Radio Night and Day, and night is spelled with a K. If you look us up and find out more about us, hopefully you'll be part of the program from this point forward. All right, anything to summarize there, honey?
Nope.
Not a thing, huh?
I got nothing.
Okay. Well, we had a
I
whole show
wanted
of
to talk
nothing.
about the Viagra Pops, but I guess...
Go ahead, we got a minute. Viagra Pops?
Yes.
Leave them hanging
a British
for the next 2
ice cream
weeks.
maker is making pops with 25 milligrams of Viagra in it. Ice cream
Really?
Pops. Yes.
Okay. Hey, Ben & Jerry's got another flavor. Baskin Robbins
It's called
with
the Arousal.
the arousal flavor.
Where do you get it?
Yeah.
Well, it's in Britain right now.
It's a pop?
It's an ice cream pop, yeah.
Really?
It's
Okay.
You have to bring some back.
How big is the stick?
Ding!
On that note...
So, wow, that's we should have those here in South Florida. Maybe we can distribute those.
Maybe you can give them as prizes.
Viagra Pops.
Yeah.
Let's
You know
find a
what?
sponsor.
Wouldn't you rather buy well, wait, do you need a prescription for Viagra?
I don't know.
Do you need
Yes,
a
you do.
prescription? Okay, do you need
But
a
not for ice
prescription
cream
for a
Viagra.
pop?
It's
If it
only 25 milligrams, so I guess...
Oh,
how much is a regular pill?
25 milligrams? Get 100 milligrams, you get 4
and
pops.
You're going to experiment on you.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Eat a box.
Get a dozen. All right, thank you so much. From all of us, we will see you in a couple weeks. But
2
don't forget,
weeks.
Freddie and Linda Santori for the next 2 weeks while we go to Vegas and Paris. Thank you so much, Mama Lynn Cody and Master Control for the Night and Day Show. I'm Alan Knight.
I'm Bridget Day.
Together we are Night and Day.
from 6 a.m. until 3